positive things to report. Sarnia Sting winning 2-1 over Flint.
How about that, Sean Jocelyn?
How about that, Sean Jocelyn?
How about that, Sean
Well,
Jocelyn?
we'll talk about him. We already talked about him. Let's talk about Hatcher getting the first
Kelton
goal.
Hatcher.
Now, here's
absolutely.
That's amazing, right? Here's what I like about that. Let's go back to last season.
Right.
Kelton got his first OHL career goal.
100%.
And then he got
I was here for that game.
3 or 4 more.
Got a string of it, yeah.
So that got him started. So is this something we're going to see more of Mr. Hatcher?
I don't know. You know what? It's hard to say. I mean, in a way, I want to say, yes, I hope so. But on the other hand,
he's a defenseman.
Right? So if he's scoring from the point with a cannon of a slap shot, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I hear you.
If he's going deep a lot,
right.
You know what? That could be a bit of a liability.
Right.
I mean, great that he's going to score goals, but it's going to take him, half a dozen times going deep before he's going to get one.
Yeah.
And the problem is when he does that, for those times that he doesn't score, he's leaving his buddies stranded. He's leaving his team stranded on a turnover or anything like that because he's deep, and he doesn't. We don't want him deep. We want him on that blue line.
Got to be there. Got to be ready.
100%.
Yeah,
I mean, that's his gig, right?
Positive, negative.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, absolutely.
I get it.
It was a good goal, though, at 32 seconds.
I was just going to say, 32 seconds into the game, it's
kind of hard to say no to that.
Well, here's the thing with that, though. You're coming up against this team, the Flint Firebirds, who have struggled for several seasons.
Yep.
And now this year they're coming on really strong.
Yep.
They're doing well. They're here, and they're used to taking on the Sting pretty well.
Yep.
Our guy comes in the first 32
seconds, baby.
Hello, we're here, right?
Right.
So that really, I think, sent a message to Flint.
I
would take it that way.
And yet we coughed up the second goal. You know what? I don't know. There was they managed to get it back, which. Yeah. Come on, guys,
Well, and there's the defense, right? You're just talking about.
And I still think I've seen us struggle a little bit. We played an unfortunate amount in our own zone, which, I really hate that 5-on-5 playing like we're on a penalty kill. I think we have to get away from that, We have to trust that our goaltender's going to do his gig, and we need to move that puck forward into the neutral zone. We need to start creating some opportunities. And we've had a couple of good, odd man rush breakaway type opportunities, which is great. But here's the one thing I don't understand.
Okay, here we go. Pay attention. Get your pencils out.
Okay. There's this thing called the physics.
Yeah.
And the physics is going to have, there are a few key things.
All right.
Okay. On a square shape, okay, with a netting on one side, if you're behind the goal line, there's no angle for you to get it in the net. I don't know why we take so many of those hard angle shots.
Yeah.
They're low percentage. Do you know what I mean?
Well, is that coming from Flint preventing us from being able to get into position?
Well, I don't know, but we're taking shots. Somebody took a shot from behind the goal line. You know what? If it was, let's put it out front, but there was nobody out front to get it.
Right.
Now, kudos to Sam Bitton, because I have to say, I was sitting there getting a little frustrated with our team that we were playing so well in the forward zone, but we didn't have anybody standing in front of the goalie. We didn't have somebody in the net. Right? And I'm thinking, why not? And then the next thing I know, we got Sam Bitton with his keister right up in the old gullet there. And you know what? That's the way to. That's option. That's creating options.
He heard Jay Peckham talking.
He did, 100%.
How could you not hear Jay Peckham talking?
100%.
Well,
the rest of my section was saying keep it down.
I appreciate you giving the play because honestly, as I was telling you before we went live, I missed a lot of that.
Chicken wings will do that to you.
I was right. I was busy doing other things up there, and I got a little distracted.
Oh, sure, play the professional card.
Really, I'm the guy with the tie. No, but what I did see out there though was a different Sting still than what we saw at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
There's still some things to tighten up there for sure coming into this next period. And
we're playing with some good intensity, and frankly, you know what I mean. we've had a couple of big hits, which,
Speaking of hits,
yeah.
the two that were out there and ran in, who were the two guys, our guys that ran into each other out there?
Oh yeah, that was
it Reese?
McGregor and Jostling.
Oh, McGregor and Jostling, right? Okay.
McGregor and Jostling.
They were just out there.
It was
and
just a miscommunication. Totally a miscommunication.
But they went off right away.
Yeah, 100%.
And as soon as I saw that happening, where they were leading off right away, I was like,
well, that play developed kind of weird. I mean, that play developed kind of weird. And they were coming at the puck from opposite angles in through traffic. So, I get it. It happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It hasn't seemed to affect anything. But
you can't look perfect all the time.
But when you see that happen,
yes,
the crowd went, ooh.
Ooh, yeah, oops.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
That's got to hurt because it looked like it hurt real bad.
Yeah.
But thankfully, didn't hurt
well,
so much.
I want to go back to Hatcher for a second.
Yeah.
What I'm really hoping for, though, is the Gordie Howe hat trick. Because the goal is the hardest part of the Gordie Howe hat trick, right? A goal, an assist, and a fight.
Right.
That's the Gordie Howe. And Kelton is now 1 for 3. The other 2 are the easy things to get. Can a defenseman get an A? Oh yeah, baby,
yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Right.
And we know he can do the third.
And we know he can do number 3. So I'm.
The question
is really looking forward to the Gordie Howe.
Who takes on Hatcher?
It
doesn't happen too often.
No, because he's a big guy.
Although we did see that last time they were here. Something happened out there with Hatcher and a penalty.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they came back out, they just went right at it.
Yeah.
And so, he's always...
Well, Hatch is a big boy, and yeah, sure. You're not going to get a lot of, young little guys taking on a guy who's got the kind of arm, the reach, that Kelton
had. We have seen, and go back to last season again.
We've seen some
little guys go, and, he just kind of went,
what?
Really?
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Well,
wasn't it? I want to say there was a recent fight that some guy took on Marko Yakovlevich, and it was really a lopsided fight.
Yeah.
It was really a lopsided combination, yeah.
Well, certainly all part of the game out there, and the game is going well for the Sarnia Sting at 2-1. And the shots on goal, we always have to talk about the shots on goal. It's really different today. And typically what we've seen, at least at the home games, shots on goal is around the 22 to 28 mark.
Yeah,
for the
not
Sarnia
a lot of
Sting.
shots right now.
We're 10 shots on goal to their 12.
Yeah, which is close. I mean, I'm okay with that, but I mean, we really need to get 20 shots in a period to make a real
60
goal
shots
out of it,
a game.
Right? Well,
50
and change.
50,
yeah, for sure. But we gotta, I would say, aim high. That's not a lot of shots.
And not from behind the goal line.
But the truth is, we've been knocking guys off the puck pretty well. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of pushing the guy off the puck. So without that kind of control, you would expect to see maybe not as many shots on goal.
All right. So coming into this next period then,
yes.
What's the conversation coming out of the locker room?
Well, I think coming out of the locker room, I think we want to keep up the intensity. I think right now we're out skating them a bit, and we're creating a lot of odd man runs through the neutral zone, and I think really that's the kind of style we want to keep playing.
All right.
You know what I mean? We want to be the first to the puck. We want to play that aggressive style of hockey. I think we need to keep the pace up a little bit. Second periods have been much better for us this year.
They've been the strong part.
And I think if we can keep that intensity, I think we got a good option on this one for sure.
Before we wrap, we'll go to our director, Jason. Do we have any comments out there from anybody that we want to check out? No,
nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Nobody's watching.
Nobody cares. We messed up. We messed up.
Messed up the first one.
The pregame.
Yeah, they're like, oh, those guys.
They don't know.
Those amateurs.
Yeah, amateurs.
All right. Well, we're glad to be back talking to you at 2-1 in favor of your Sarnia Sting, and we'll see what happens come out in the second period. Our friend Jay Peckham says keep the intensity going and don't shoot from behind the goal line. We should be okay.
100%.
All right, very good. All right, be sure to follow along on Twitter as well. I'll be posting some things out there, some behind-the-scenes stuff maybe. Check that out. And we'll be back after this next 20 minutes of hockey for the show live on location. I'm David Burrows and my friend Jay Peckham.
Go Sting, go!
Thanks for watching.